Love yours. No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a...
Hey Luxx babes, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be on how to bleach a frontal, a 13x4 frontal, and it's going to be detailed as possible. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, and continue to watch. You can use a frontal of choice. Me, I'm using a frontal from my brand. This is a 13x4 frontal transparent lace. It's 12 inches and the texture is straight. Let's get into these knots. Like, they're so small. Like, period. It looks so good right now. Like, imagine when we're done bleaching the knots. Like, just get into it. So yeah. So right now I'm just going in with my ISO Plus holding spray. You can use any holding spray of choice, but this is the holding spray that I decided to use. I like to do this process so I can see everything, have a nice clean slate. Wearing gloves is key when you're dealing with chemicals. Please make sure you use your gloves. So right now, this is just my processing bowl, my whisk, and the spatula that I like to use. I use the whisk to like go ahead and mix the two chemicals together, and I like to use that spatula because it mimics a knife to me. It helps the bleach just spread across those knots and just get it nice and right. So I did go in with my BW2 powder from Chlorol. I did use a scoop and a half of the powder because you don't want to do too much powder, but you don't want to do too less powder, because the less powder you use, the less it will process. The more developer you use, the more watery it will get, and you don't want a watery consistency because you will have over bleach knots. But you don't want to have a too thick consistency because it will not process. So try to have that, I like to say Cool Whip icing, try to have that type consistency. You guys are going to see me go back in and add some of the powder because as you can see, it looks very liquidy, and like I said, we need a Cool Whip icing type of mixture.
Maybe I love myself, I don't know. Leave me here, I'll fuck myself. See me in the mirror, I duck myself. Don't need much, so fuck my wealth.
I'm adding the extra powder because I needed it to get a little more thick for that icing Cool Whip type consistency. And right here, as you all can see, it's not that drippy. It is cool. The consistency is looking great. So right here, I'm just showing you guys the knots. In the back, the knots can be like a lot more thicker than the front. Due to that reason, we will definitely be starting from the back, so we will not get over bleach knots, because the knots can process pretty fast when you start at the front first. So right now I'm taking that spatula that I mentioned and I'm just gliding it on. You don't want to press too hard, but you don't want to be gentle with it. You want to give it like a, I would say like a medium firm, just so it can seep through the lace and it can go through, but don't do it so hard that it seep through on the hair. If you understand what I mean, like let it only go on the knots instead of the hair, because when it go on the hair, it's over processing. So I'm just gliding it through, and like I said, I like to start from the back and work my way to the front. now I'm still gliding the bleach onto the knots. Remember to go a little bit farther than the knots because bleach do rise, but go a little bit farther just for you wouldn't have to do an extra process and you will be good to go. As you all can see, I am scraping this bowl because products is high, so y'all don't be adding extra bleach and all of that. Use what you got, period. So right now we just scraping that up, trying to get a little bit further than the knots, like I told you guys, for you wouldn't have to do an extra process.
Got a piece in, got a dance, but it's really on some street shit. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Hey, can't let this one slide. Hey. Don't you wanna dance with me? No, I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could keep it up, hey. It's a thriller in the track. Where we from? Baby, don't you wanna dance with me? No, I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could give you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide.
Right here is just a visual demonstration of what I mean by going a little bit farther than the knots, because as you all can see, in that specific area, it is no bleach. So you want to go a little bit farther for you wouldn't have to do an extra step or extra process. And like I said, go ahead and scrape that product up or you would not have to do another concoction of the bleach in the developer. And in this upcoming clip, you can see that now it is great and you are good to go.
This life got too deep for you, baby. 2 or 3 of us about to creep with it. Only been days, but it feel like months.
I did go ahead and grab some foil just so I can get that product activating and working. I do like to place my frontal upward just so I can see what's going on, because by using the foil, it is going to process very quickly. I want to show you all a little trick. I like to use water to get bleach off of what I don't want it to be on. So I did get bleach on a little bit of the hairs. I like to do this step for a wetting process, and I will have to do a whole nother step, which will be coloring the hair back black, because as you all know, bleach turned the hair honey blonde, so it will be honey blonde instead of black. So I just like to use this. I'm just taking that water, putting it on my hand, and just putting it wherever the bleach is and just removing it and getting it off the surface of the hair. And I do like to let my knots process for 30 minutes, and this is in the midst of the 30 minutes, and now we're gonna go to the shampoo bowl.
Will you be my leading lady? I wanna coach you and get to know me, baby. In the meantime,
Rinse. Make sure you're rinsing that bleach out, because this frontal is going on someone's head and you don't want to get chemicals on someone's head. So make sure you rinse, and just rinse till you can't no more. So right now I'm just showing you all the knots and how they process. It is a little bit over processed, but it's nothing that the blue shampoo wouldn't do to get the knots right. So right now I'm using my ISO Plus neutralizing shampoo. As you guys know, neutralizing shampoo with chemicals, it helps stop the chemicals from processing. So now that we put that on the frontal, the chemicals are not processing anymore. When using neutralizing shampoo, it does turn pink, like in the clip, as you all can see. It turns pink due to chemicals still being on the hair. So you just want to go ahead and scrub that lace, scrub that hair, just get the bleach, just get everything out of the hair for it can turn a soapy white substance, as you all can see in the upcoming clip. And you want to make sure you do this before you apply any regular shampoo or any conditioner. This is the white substance that I was talking about. I am using blue shampoo from Matrix because, as you guys know from the color wheel, blue does cancel out orange and violet does cancel out yellow. So I just like to saturate the shampoo with water on the frontal and just mix. And I do like to just lather it before it can get every part and get into that brassiness nice and great. I do like to let my shampoo sit on it for about 5 to 10 minutes. It just depends on the results that you want to see. I did do mine for 5 minutes, and after this I did go ahead and shampoo and conditioned it. I did let the condition sit on for 5 minutes and then I rinsed out, and these were the results. Get into those knots, baby, period. Just look at them like. So to begin the plucking tutorial, I just want to show you guys what I like to use. I like to use a comb. I like to use a slanted tweezer. This tweezer is from a brand called Man Made. I did get these tweezers from a beauty supply store when I was out of town. I like to use some clips, some pins, and I do like to use my hot comb. I did turn it on the highest setting, which was 450, and I just like to use some heat protecting spray. Luxx babes, make sure you're using some heat protecting sprays for your hair can last a little while longer. You will not regret it. Right now we're just combing the hair back, getting the hair trained to go that way, in that position. Also, I have the white towel because it is black hair, so you want to make sure you see everything clear with the canvas head with the white towel on it.
Pedal off the roads like I love it, not, maybe not. I don't know what's wrong with me, I can't stop, won't stop, never stop. Got so many ops, I be mistaken eyes for other ops. Got so many people that I love out of trouble spots. Other than the family, I gotta see the you and me. That's just how I think it's either you and me. This life got too deep for you, baby. 2 or 3 of us about to creep with it.
Only been days, but it feel like months. Gone for a year, only go like once.
This is me just showing you all what it look like before I start the plucking and everything. So what I like to do, I do like to part down the middle. Please do this step. Make sure you part down the middle, because if you do a middle part, it's no way that you can add hair back in. You're just going to have a wide middle part. So make sure you split it down the middle, use a clip, and pre-section it. So right now I'm just taking that section, that second section that I made, and I'm doing subsections, and I'm making 3 subsections where we can pluck in subsections instead of the whole thing. This make it easier so you wouldn't be all over the place. And I like to work my way outer from in, so from the sides to the middle.
Will you be my leading lady? I wanna call you and get a little maybe. In the meantime, it's not going well. Get some me time. I don't know if you know what you want. Might have been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Wake up for you, only roll like once. Life move fast and you do what you want. In the meantime, it's not doing what I want. Get some me time.
I like to take that first subsection and just split it in half. After I split it in half, I like to use my hot comb where I can train the back hairs to just go backwards so that when I pluck, it will be easy. So when it comes to plucking, you will pluck on the side that is slanted. And when you pull, you're going to close. Pull, close, pull, close, pull, close. That's how I like to pluck. Pull, close, pull, close. Make sure you're plucking very, very slow, especially if you're a beginner. Also, when plucking, always pluck behind the hairline that you pulled out. Pluck behind, for it will not cause balding. You do not want balding, or you do not want holes. While doing this pull, close, make sure you comb through the hair and grab the dead hairs that you pulled, as you see in the clip, just for it can be more manageable and you can handle it more better. Right now, you just want to go section by section, little by little. The more smaller the section is, the more manageable it is, and the more you can handle it. Also, it is beginner friendly, and if you just want to enhance your plucking skills, just grab smaller amounts of hair. And remember to just hot comb every section that you grab, just to train the hair to go backwards. Like I mentioned, you always want to pluck behind the hairline. This is just a visual demonstration of what I mean when I say behind. I'm talking about the thicker hairs. Right there is a no-no. Is a big no-no. But behind is a thumbs up. It's great. Remember to go slow. In these clips, it may seem like it's fast, but it's just sped up a tad bit. But go very, very slow, especially if it's your first time.
Black leather glove, no sequin. Buckles on the jacket, it's elite shit. Nike crossbody.
So when it comes to plucking, you just want to pluck. You're making little gaps throughout the hairline, but nothing too crazy. Never pluck in the same spot more than 3 times, because that will cause balding, and frontals naturally bald. So being that they naturally bald, you want to get the most wears you can out of your frontal. So less plucking is better, but natural plucking is fantastic. Just pluck, where you get little gaps, nothing too crazy.
Son, I could give you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically family, I'm saying either way, we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide.
Over time, you will definitely see results. Just keep plucking until you get your desired results that you would like.
Pedal off the roads like I love it, not, maybe not. I don't know what's wrong with me, I can't stop. Won't stop, never stop. Got so many ops, I be mistaken eyes for other ops. Got so many people that I love out of trouble spots. Other than the family, I got it's either you or me. That's just how I think it's either you or me. This life got too deep for you, baby. 2 or 3 of us about to creep with it.
But it feel like months. Wake up for a year, only know like once. Life move fast and you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want. What you want? My new bitch look like Tyler Perry, but she don't love me, she too scary. My old bitch front like Jackie Brown. I wanna know but she too down. Will you be my leading lady? I wanna contract.
As you get closer to the front, you just start to go into the main hairline. You just pluck, 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 pluck. But you want this to be very gentle. Like I said, the video is sped up, so let it just be very gentle because this is the main part. You don't want to get holes.
Will you be my leading lady? I wanna contract and get a little maybe. In the meantime, it's not going well. Get some me time. I don't know if you doing what you want. But it's been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. Wake up for a year, only know like once. Life move fast and you do what you want. In the meantime, just not doing what I want. Get some me time. You doing what you want. In the meantime, just not doing what I want. Get some me time.
As you can see, it is coming along and it is looking nice and natural.
Leave me here, I'll fuck myself. See me in the mirror, I duck myself. Don't need much, so fuck my wealth.
Then you just move on to the next section and then you just repeat. Easy peasy. Just keep trying and trying. Practice definitely make permanent. So if you're a beginner, definitely keep trying. And if you're not and you want to try a new method, try my method and tell me how you like it. Comment and just let me know what you think about this video and what you think about my method. So off camera, I did go ahead and finish one side, and then off camera, I finished the other side. And just look how great one side look. Look how unplucked the other side look. You can definitely tell the difference. And this is just the bare minimum of plucking that I like to do. If I wouldn't do too much, if I need additional plucking, I do pluck it on my client or myself head. So just to mimic the natural hairline also. So just do what works for you. This works for me and I hope it helps someone else out. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
I want a contract, yeah, no, maybe. In the meantime.
Like I said, remember practice make permanent. So keep practicing, practicing, and practicing. And the last step I like to do is just to take my wax stick, put it on the hair, take a little bit of spritz just to hold it in place and get it together for the install process. And yeah, and just hot comb the hair back all the way. And lastly, I just like to part it down the middle and the sides, making sure that I don't have no holes or no open spaces or anything that I will be able to fix. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Luxx Babes. See you guys in my next video.
Like mine. Wake up for you, only like once.